Hey.
Hey.
Hey, what's up? Hey.
It's felt like it's been like a month.
Yeah. This is our first session where we haven't really gotten together to do something in like 2 weeks, like usual. But for the past few weeks, we had been doing back-to-back sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Fridays and Saturdays for 3 weeks, and yeah, there's a whole lot of content that we've done on the way, and yeah, we now have a backup storage, which is very great, very needed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's going all the way out to like June or something. That's 2 videos every day at some point. Well, you get it's only 2 videos a day
I'm like
out, but
I don't know if it's because of my birthday or what, but I'm so like concerned how close June is.
Yeah.
Because it just felt like Christmas just happened.
To you maybe.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
I mean, yeah, it's been a while, but I didn't think it was like that long ago.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, it's about to be like 6 months ago. So.
That's the thing with like the first like couple of days of spring, I guess, which is like I just kind of got used to winter, and now I have to kind of get ready for summer now. Like it's like when do I start like wearing like t-shirts and like shorts?
Oh god, especially up here, it's just so chaotic. Like one day we'll be in the 60s and 70s, and the next day it's gonna be like winter all over again. It's like so like chaotic and unpredictable.
What the fuck is going on?
Like one day I have to wear shorts to work. The next day I have to wear pants. It's just like
I just started wearing shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, New England weather for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So chaotic and
yeah. So yeah. We have crumble cookies,
courtesy of me.
Yeah, because you were like, hey, let's bring back let's just get crumble cookies again, and I'm like, I just spent like over $200 this past week. I don't think it's a good idea for me to get cookies. And you're like, okay, I'll buy them this time, I guess. And I'm like, okay,
I had some leftover money from my road trip, so
yeah,
I was just like, you know what, I'll clutch up. Let's go.
Yeah. And I did get Oreos for us last time, so
yeah. Well, one of them is Oreo, so it kind of works. Yeah, I didn't get it delivered. I didn't like DoorDash it or whatever. I actually went inside. It's such a weird. It feels like it looks like something out of like just the white and pink, like just solid color walls and stuff. It looks like some like dystopian like Willy Wonka shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, so where you're walking in, the staff's like, hi, welcome to Crumble, and then they have you have to order through a tablet. And then this was the first time I encountered a time where it's like, do you want to leave a tip? And I'm like, but no one serviced me. It's just this tablet right here. But
I freaking hate tips so much. It's just like,
I feel like the
employer should pay you.
I feel like the difference is is that people think like when a tip is for like when you're like serviced by an actual person, and what they generally want for like when they say a tip is more like basically a kind of a donation, if you will.
Yeah.
So but they just say it's a tip even though you are not serviced technically. You're just basically ordering through an iPad.
Yeah.
It's always that meme where it's just like when they want a larger than 20% tip, but all they did was spin a tablet.
It's like, just put your stuff in. It's like,
so that's just my opinion. I just feel like it's more of just them wanting a kind of donation, but they just say it's a tip.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Stupid shit.
So, and I was like, oh, like, I guess the people out here are nice. Then if as soon as I walk in the door, they're like, hi, welcome. But then once I ask to pay with cash, it's just quiet, and then I wait on the side, and they have this big monitor that shows all the orders in the queue, and I'm like the top one. And I'm like, they come over. So basically, those who don't know, I love peanut butter. Matt has a peanut allergy, so I wanted to try the peanut butter one this week, and I got that one separate, obviously, because I didn't want any contaminants or possible, So I got it separately. So, man, I just looked like such a fat ass having this long box and then just another small box. And then when I got into the car, my grandpa was like, "Whoa, you got a lot of goodies." I was like, "Yeah, I did." Well,
yeah. You wanted to call me out on it, Grandpa.
Yeah.
I know my problem.
Yeah.
I know.
It's also just weird that I also went to Dunkin' beforehand too. Well, I didn't get food. I just got a drink, and I do have a story about that, but
okay,
we'll get to that later.
The employees were extra mean this time.
Oh no, it's not. It's an actual story this time.
Okay,
but
I just always like that. Like one time I went to Dunkin' and the employees were mean.
Yeah, they're all very mean today.
Like, what a good podcast segment.
They're all very, very mean to me. Call me a poopy head.
They spat on my donut.
Well, let's. This is gonna be a mukbang, so let's get the show on.
Okay.
Okay, so I will say, last night, my mom also got crumble, and she wanted ice cream, but then it was like kind of late, so all the ice cream places were closed because that's after COVID for you guys. Mm-hmm. Everything closes at like 8 o'clock now.
Yeah.
So they got crumble, and I did not try the Oreo one because I wanted to save that for a live reaction. Okay. But I only tried the semi-sweet chocolate chip, and it's just regular chocolate chip, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, guys, listen. For those of you who are watching the video, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's a fucking podcast, so it doesn't matter. Shut up. But I do want to dig into this.
So we each have an Oreo birthday cake. This is the red velvet you requested, and this is the semi-sweet chocolate chip.
Okay. So yeah, we have 2 Oreos, 1 red velvet, and you probably already said this, but I wasn't.
Yeah, half. So
so
basically, we have the equivalent of each eat 2 cookies. Mm-hmm. And if you want to get a knife or something, if you don't want me to.
Yeah, let's do that. You talk about more cookies, shit, or something.
Okay. So yeah, these I think we've had the red velvet before, but must have been a while. Like literally the last time I got crumble myself was before Christmas, and that was with Matt for the channel, which I think we tried them during Mario Wonder, I believe, and yeah, because I think our first try was during Wonder. But I know there was another video that we had crumble. And these cookies get kind of greasy, so even though it's been a couple days, so they shouldn't be as greasy and moist. Just since we're gonna be playing video games, have some clean hands without having to quickly. Oh, you got big plates. I had the idea of getting Zoo Pals plates, but then I was like, oh, it might be too late.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, move those back. Okay. Oh, fuck. The stool is taken. Hang on a second while I figure that out. Because, I need to put guards in my bed because my rabbit is a little fucking infant. Okay. You can keep talking. I'm just struggling here.
What are you trying to look for?
No, because you see the stool in the bed?
Yeah.
I have to guard this bag, or else Gopher will jump onto it and pee and shit everywhere. but I don't know what else to put up.
Because the bot.
Yeah.
Put the tote.
Huh?
The tote.
The what?
The tote right there.
The box?
Yeah.
That's heavy. I don't want to. You know what? Alright, hang on. I'll put my pillows. Okay.
We're right here, so if we see him, he's not gonna like.
Okay. One pillow. You know what? Hang on. I could probably do this. There we go. Okay. It's all set.
Yeah, we're like right here, so if he jumps up anyway, we're gonna stop him.
Alright. Let's well, we can each grab a Oreo or whatever.
Oreo brick. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, ooh, that sounds heavenly.
Now, I don't particularly care for sprinkles, but I'm gonna try my best to not fucking vomit. And I know that's a weird thing to say to vomit, but I'm a huge texture guy. If I'm eating like a soft food, I probably told you this already. I don't want it to feel like fucking hard bits in it.
You kind of like consistency?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand. I have a texture thing
Unless
too.
the food thing... Oh, okay, that's not...
It's okay. It's okay.
Which half do you want?
I mean, I in case you don't like it.
Okay.
I think we had the red velvet before, but...
Yeah.
It must have been...
I think it was actually my favorite one, to be honest. If I remember correctly. Alright. And this is the
I wanna remind that these have been sitting in like room temperature for like almost for like 2 days. So
yes,
these aren't. I mean, they're still fresh, but it's not like we just got them right now.
Yeah,
which is better because I think these cookies do best when they're colder and not when they how people usually like them when they come out like warm because of the texture.
Just so there's something going on in the background.
Oh, you're gonna just let it go on its own?
Yeah.
We'll see if he wins.
Yeah. He should, hopefully.
Well, we don't go.
Anyways, stuff for that isn't visual. Okay, here you go. Here's the other half of the sweet.
Which one do you want to try first?
I mean, we already did red velvet, right?
Yeah.
We haven't done the Oreo one or
Alright,
the semi-chocolate.
I've been very excited for the Oreo one.
Yeah, since you want to do that, let's do that.
Alright, ready?
Alright.
Cheers.
Full Oreo cookie.
Birthday cake.
Birthday, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It
is very good.
Yeah.
Got a little cream cheese in there for the birthday cake. Just
okay. I fuck with this heavy.
I mean, if you don't want the sprinkles, you can just scrape them off too.
I might have eaten already. Eaten a couple already.
I've never had a problem with sprinkles. Sprinkles just kind of... I don't
it's
really notice.
It's mostly just on ice cream for me.
Oh, it's on ice cream?
Well, when I've had sprinkles
on
ice cream before, I just was like, nope. Because I don't like that soft cream in my mouth. And just like, one little sprinkle. It's like, ew. What is that? And you know, funny story. Part of the reason why I don't like sprinkles because I told you this when I was over at your house like years ago.
Oh, so I'm the cause of it.
No. When I was over your house like years ago, I was in your room.
Man, I might not even remember this.
I was in your room and your sister came in with a drink. She had like soda and sprinkles inside of the cup.
I don't know what the hell she made then. I'm like trying to remember. I'm like,
I just saw her drinking the soda with sprinkles in it, and I was like, that was fucking disgusting. You should have aborted her.
That's little kids for you. Yep. They always do the most gross shit. All right.
I'm glad I wasn't like that as a kid. Hopefully.
All right. What's next? We're gonna try like each one, and then as the podcast goes on, we're just gonna randomly just actually eat them. We're just gonna try each one first.
Yeah.
Take a few bites.
All right.
Semi-sweet chocolate chip.
Wait, let's clink.
Yeah, clink.
Put the halves together. All right. Okay.
Just chocolate chip. I don't really know the difference. I told you that before. You were like, you're like, what the hell's semi-sweet? And I'm just like, I've heard that a lot, and I just don't know the difference. Like, all variants of milk chocolate just taste the same to me. Like, it's only, like, if you do, like, a specific, like, dark chocolate or something, then there's a taste difference, but other than that, I usually don't. I can't tell the difference. Yeah, it's just chocolate chip.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's a good chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah. Red Velvet, obviously, I've had it before.
Been a while, though.
Yeah. Let me get into the chocolatey side.
Excellent.
Daddy likes.
Yeah, we should be like judges on a cookie show, so you can say that's just like Daddy like. What do you think of this dish? And it's like this most high gourmet cookie. You're just like, Daddy likes.
Gordon Ramsay is like, hey, do you want to come on Kitchen Nightmares? But he doesn't tell me it's the kids version.
Yeah.
But I was double there to say it.
Kitchen Nightmares Kids Edition? Like, what is it? Kids owning restaurants?
No, it's Kid Chefs.
Oh. That's Hell's Kitchen. That's Hell's Kitchen, not Kitchen Nightmares.
Oh. You never seen those videos where it's like Gordon Ramsay being assholes to adult chefs and like being nice as hell to like kid chefs? Yeah. Gordon Ramsay, the second someone turns 18, it's just like, you fucking donkey! You fucked up the risotto!
You know what? Next time there's like an actress or a celebrity that's like underage, and when she turns 18, I'm literally gonna make a post saying, guys, she just turned 18. You know what that means? Gordon Ramsay's about to call her a fucking donkey.
Wow. You really scared me for a second with that first half.
Yeah. They got us in the first half.
Jesus. Oh my gosh.
I remember I saw something when Billie Eilish turned 18 that one of the guys we went to high school with, it was literally that same thing. It was like, guys, Billie just turned 18. You know what that means? She can now become forklift certified.
Yeah, the internet's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I remember before she turned 18,
oh. Yeah.
Yeah, people were like, damn, Billie! Or Billie Eilish.
I mean, so for context, she's only a year younger than me, so I've kind of always had a thing, but...
Yeah.
But it was always just the way older dudes, though.
Yeah.
But people we went to high school with were simping for her before she turned 18, because we were literally, a year or two younger than her.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I had a thing before, she, started to, just talk a lot. She said some, really just fucking stupid shit, and I was like, I liked it better when you just sung songs.
Which one? Because I know there was one that kind of... where she was it the one that she said to not give ugly men a chance? Because that was one. Because that was the big one. Everyone was going bananas for.
She was just women are just nicer because men are treated just better in general.
I never heard that one. I just heard that.
Or something like that.
I remember just seeing the clip of her being like, don't give ugly men a chance because they're way too overconfident and shit. And it's like, yeah, but and then she's like, you're so ugly. It's like, you're a role model to the young girls. What a great message.
Yeah.
What a great positive message that you should base everything on looks. Even though Even though, generally speaking, it's usually the other way around. That people who are more attractive are more bitchy, but,
Yeah.
because they develop narcissism. Because they get complimented so much, but...
There are a lot of ugly guys out there who think they're the shit, though.
Yeah.
It comes from all groups.
Talking about you, Benny.
Yeah, fucking Benny Blanco. Fucking ugly ass bitch. Bitch boy.
Yeah, so I guess so I said road trip earlier, so I went on a road trip to a comic book thing last Saturday.
Yes.
I was gonna go with my uncle, but he canceled.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin and my aunt were not feeling well, and he was starting to get sick with like some stomach bug or whatever. So we couldn't go. So actually, I was tempted to text you, even though it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, being like, "Hey, no, this is the most last minute thing. Do you want to go to New Hampshire today?" But I was like, "Oh, he's probably sleeping, and we're booking it like right now." So I was like, "It's whatever."
Yeah.
If you just wanted to go for the vibe.
Was this on the weekend?
Yes, this was.
I would not have seen it until like 11.
Yeah, yeah, we would have probably been on the road.
Yeah.
But but it was just such a long trip, and one point my dad's car had a tire inflation problem, so we had to stop it. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Biden. Thanks, Biden.
Thank you, Biden, for this tire inflation.
The tire inflation. But he had to stop in the dead zone, and it was like, he said took like 10 minutes, but it felt like 20 minutes, and just in a dead zone that I couldn't do like anything on my phone or anything. It was just, yeah. It was like it literally looked like we were in the middle of nowhere. And also, Dunkin' Donuts in New Hampshire is so hilarious because they all look like military bases, and it's like the funniest thing ever to me. I know, because I was like driving by, I saw it, and it's like this like bunker compound, and I was like, "Wait, is that Dunkin' Donuts?" He was like, "Wow." My dad was like, "Wow, that's what Dunkin' Donuts looks like up here." Yeah, they all literally. There's like one that had a garage, and I was like, "Why do they all look like military bases?" It's like, but it's like Dunkin' Donuts.
The fucking has jeeps are trying to get to the donut holes.
Al Qaeda.
The Hamas.
Yeah. We gotta protect Dunkin' Donuts.
Bajit, we must get the donuts. Get the
I'm not gonna bore too much about my trip. It was just very good. It was just a pain in the ass car ride though. It was like,
yeah,
2 hours. Like, we had to cross it to get there. We had to cross into Vermont. So I literally traveled to like 2 states. But yeah, it was it was a very good trip. Took out a huge chunk of change, and my dad gave me an extra 20, so I had even more money. So got some cool stuff. Unironically, like, not unironically, but unintentionally, literally got 3 comic books of characters I simped for, and I did not intend for that to happen. I wasn't even thinking about that. When I just had the realization when I got home, I was like, oh, woman power. Yep.
Yes.
Well, very good trip. So I'll just do a quick rundown of other media stuff before I do actual stories. I am doing now my 3rd Spider-Man 2 New Game Plus playthrough, because apparently you need to you have to play the game like 3 times to get all the New Game Plus bonuses, which is kind of weird, but it's whatever. Apparently there was a new patch update that made the game even more buggy than it was, and I haven't played it since that new patch update, and I can already tell. Like, I literally just posted on one of my Instagrams like new gameplay, and Like it was just like so some of the stupidest like bugs ever. Like just going up to a door, Miles doing a little spinny spin, and then it asks you to open the door again, and it's just like, okay.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah. Hopefully by the time we get to the game on this channel, that it won't be buggy. It might be more hilarious, but
yeah.
I literally like put the caption link and like I don't know if this makes the game more hilarious or if it's just like just annoying now. Because like they're just like I don't understand how a patch update makes like the game even more broken. Like it's just insane.
I fucking just love glitchy shit. I think it makes games better unless they're like actually trying to get into it.
Mm-hmm. I guess just now that if I have a podcast, I have to like the night before I have to find something to watch to talk about it. So I watched Lisa Frankenstein last night.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good. Cole Sprouse is the monster, and I was like, yeah. So I was like, well, that means it's gonna be good. So yeah, it was pretty good. And then I started watching the season 2 of Clone High. Have you?
Cool.
Yeah. It was okay.
Oh, Clone High.
Yeah, Clone High. Yeah.
For some reason in my mind, I thought it said Monster High, and I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, yeah. There has to be a Monster High game that we can play. It's like, hey guys, play some real shit right here. Monster High.
This is
for the Nintendo DS. For the Nintendo DS. But yeah, I didn't watch the entirety of the first season, but I know what happened, so I just went right into it. But it's pretty good.
I do know this second season is just trash, apparently.
I thought it was okay. I'm not really as compared to like people online. They're just so cynical and like they have to be so intellectual and being like. But it's just I thought there were some good jokes. I think my favorite one was when it made me just laugh out loud. It was like JFK was just like. He was just like, I like boobies and butts of all sizes and the girls. Wow, that's so sex positive. He's like, yes, I am very positive that I like sex. Like, yeah, literally me.
Me who has never had sex in my life.
But I did hear that the third season though was better. So I didn't even know there was a third season, so I'm gonna watch some more and then I'll decide for myself. Because I didn't hear about any reviews of the Clone High revival, so when I was watching it, I was just like, hey, I'm like, this is pretty good and nothing groundbreaking, but just some simple fun. And then I go online and I just see a bunch of YouTuber ranting videos just being like, this is the worst thing to ever happen, and it's like
everything that happens is just the worst thing ever. It's like it's woke or like it's just I don't know, it's whatever, just shut up, who gives a shit, no one likes your opinion, just Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like so I don't really like think like too deeply about it, like it was just, there were some good jokes, and like I didn't think it was the worst thing ever, and I hope people don't think it's the same quality as like Velma, because that was like the worst thing. That was probably like one of the worst shows ever, but that's like the only one that was like justified was like Velma.
Mm-hmm.
But
hey, let's blackwash his character.
Yeah.
Whitewashing isn't okay, but blackwashing is. Like, okay.
It's more so, I'm just, the stupid jokes, the bastardization of such beloved characters and the lack of a talking dog, which they said was, oh, it was just too childish. But it was just like, it's like, dog, it would be hilarious. Having a talking dog. Like, what did you think? It was going to be like Family Guy or something? Like we're never going to see, I want to see Shaggy and Scooby smoke weed together. Like, is that too much to ask? Like,
right.
Because they are stoners. They just need to confirm it in canon. Like, Shaggy's always those two are always eating. Shaggy does basically look like a stoner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on now. They did that in the Scooby-Doo movie too. You see like smoke coming out of the van and they're just growing. Like, huh, we see what you did there. Let's see, yeah. Alright, I'll do. So before I went to Crumble, I went to Dunkin' and waited a little bit. This is an actual story, guys. It's not me just being like, oh, they're being mean to me. I mean, it's a quick story, but it's something actually happened. Not just, wow, they were mean today. And just, so, wait in line, and then just waiting for the girl, there's a guy ahead of me. So I looked like an absolute bum, but so I was just like, can I get a little mango pineapple refresher? And they were like, and the girl was like, oh, we're out of it. And I was like, do you have the strawberry? And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay. She's like, do you want to try the new sparked energy drink? And I was like, okay, sure. And she's like, and she goes like, oh, well, I kind of like the peach one or whatever more. And I was like, yeah, sure, go for it. And then as she's ringing me up, now she gave me her employee discount.
Okay.
So I saved like $3 apparently. And she was just kind of like giggling, just being like, like, oh, you're probably so surprised to see that. And I'm like, no,
Actually, I've seen it before.
So I was just, I could not, I'm basically always when a woman talks to me, I'm just always like a deer in headlights. Then I just can't tell what's flirting or not. So I didn't know if this was some flirt or whatever. So I was just kind of just chuckling, playing along, like, yeah, and I thanked her. And so, yeah, it was pretty weird.
Yeah. I don't know how common it is for cashiers to be like, yeah, take my employee discount.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's so weird about it.
Yeah, who knows? I think she wanted you. I think if like bend over, bitch, she would be like, okay.
But I will say, like, before, like, I talked to her. She was talking in like a very like, it's just customer service voice when they have a customer. It's like the funniest thing ever to me, because it's just like they'll be talking like very like kind of ghetto-y, and then once they like be like, hi, well, it's like the funniest thing ever. Just like that switch, it's just like the funniest thing ever to me.
Yeah, they need that.
Yeah, it's like so hilarious. But yeah, I was just so taken back, and I was like, when I was waiting for it, I'm like, God, am I gonna get a phone number like written on the cup or something? I don't know. I don't think they can do that anymore. But I was just like, oh God, like what's about to happen here? But
yeah.
She handed me the thing, and that was that. So, so like I said, I'm basically a deer in headlights that I just don't know. You probably know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, my problem is I'm literally fine for the most part after like the first initial like contacts, but like before like the first words are like even like said or uttered, like I'm always like, fuck, what do I do?
Yeah, I was just like, I just can't tell what's flirting or just what's just being nice.
Yeah. I do have that same problem as well.
Yeah. I think that's just every guy's problem. We just like can't tell because it's just like so complicated.
Yeah.
I just did not know when I so yeah, I'm probably gonna go back to the same one next week anyway.
Cool. Should just be like, so
Because you know what? It's weird. This is the second time this thing happened to me, but it was at a different store. It happened. I think I've talked about it on the channel, but before COVID, I got went to like some department store, and I got like A Nightmare Before Christmas those like thermic mugs when you like heat when the heat they like change like the color or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one of those, and this like dark skinned girl was like the cashier, and she rang me up and she literally gave me like a discount, and it was like so. But my mom was like, "Ooh," like, and I'm just like, "Oh, you're embarrassing me."
She was probably saying, "Ew."
Yeah. Yeah, and then when we left, my mom was just like, "I think she called you handsome, but I don't know if she was messing with me or not, so I'm not gonna."
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it for me. I don't want to bore everyone. So
Okay.
what's up with you?
So this past week, I got a new haircut. It was very needed because the past couple of weeks, pretty much like the last month, maybe two, has been very annoying. Specifically,
Now you're going for the Patrick Bateman
at
over there.
work. Yeah, I just wanted to get a cut, anyways, just in general.
Oh, bless you.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I just jizzed.
Jizzed in my pants.
Imagine anytime someone sneezes, like they just jizz accidentally. God damn.
Just thinking of that Lonely Island song. That's just so good. When I opened the window with the breeze went in, I just
But yeah, I went to my mother's hair salon lady, and I told you this.
Yes, you did.
But like I started going to her like before like COVID. I went to her once before COVID happened. And I was like, alright, yeah, I mean, that was cool and all. But like obviously I didn't really think about it back then because when I went to her before COVID, I had been like trying to get with someone else. But yeah, recently anytime I go, it's just always like kind of like, oh god, oh no. So like yeah, I'm just like, I sure hope my hair doesn't look bad.
I was about to say, just like, why are you fixing your hair if you're getting a haircut? Just in the bathroom, just combing.
So much gel on my hair.
Yeah,
like, Matt, I need to wash your hair, and it's like, do you? Or you just want to see me wet? It's just like, no, Matt, it's part of the fucking protocol.
Protocol.
But yeah, while like she was like cutting my hair, like I like this time around, I like was like looking up at the mirror more often, like at her, and like I did like see her while cutting my hair kind of look in the mirror, probably at my hair, but like I did see it like pointed like her eyes like pointed towards like at me. I mean, obviously, like no shit, like she's looking in my general direction, so it's gonna look like that she's looking at me no matter what. It's a fucking mirror. That's how they work. But like I did see her like smile, do like a little smirk a couple of times, and she's like, okay. And then yeah, when it was like all over, like I gave her a tip.
Oh, whoa.
Not that tip. Unfortunately. But yeah, like so yeah, it was good. And then like I did see her name on like a business card, and it was like
yoink.
Okay. So like I do remember that, like, you know how Instagram is just like, here's the people you follow and here's who they follow, like suggestions or some shit. Like I remember seeing like, I didn't know who it was at the time, but it was one of those things where like, oh, that name does seem familiar. Like I knew the first name always, but I didn't know the second name. But when I saw it, I was like, whoa, that's that lady. So yeah, I went there, and like the latest post was like a dog, and I like went on that post, and it was like a tagged account, but it wasn't to like an Instagram account. It was just like to like a Facebook account, and it was to like a guy that had like the same last name as her. And I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that, and I'm gonna assume it was her brother. So
you're gonna assume it was her brother.
I'm still in it. I'm still in the race.
I'm still in the presidential race.
I'm still in it, fellas. Don't worry. I'll get the job done.
Just praying it's her brother.
Just pray that somehow her brother.
Thank God you live up here.
Yeah. But yeah, the next day at work, I went in, and thankfully I like kind of knew I had to like just adjust it, because when I did get similar length haircut like a year ago, when my first day back with it was like so fucking horrendous. I just kind of like parted it to the side, and it looks like I had a fucking stupid ass haircut. But now I just know to like part it to the right, which is like this kind of swoop look. And I was like, okay, damn, I look good. And then yeah, I just went in, and I was walking through my area, going to put on some hand sanitizer. And as I was walking through the area, I looked to my right, and I just see, lo and behold, Lydia at her area, like leaning on like boxes and just like leaning her head on her hand or arm or some shit, and just like staring over. Like I just saw her doing that, and I'm like, okay, cool. She's just leaning, she's tired. It's 7 a.m. right now, so you know she's probably just tired or something. And then I just like I get hand sanitizer on, and then I look back again, and she's just still like in the same position, like staring over like at my direction. And I'm just like, okay, do I like have something in my teeth? Like what's going on? Like, am I ugly? Like, did I poop myself? Like, what's going on? Like, fuck. But yeah, nothing happened, obviously, because I'm a fucking little bitch and I didn't wave back at her. Alyssa was staring as well. She's been, like, I think I probably told you this, but, like, Alyssa has been, like, staring, like, looking way more lately. It was like,
I feel, and I know for context, this is the only one you've actually had a conversation with before, but a long time ago.
I've had conversations with both of them, but I've definitely spoken to Alyssa more than Lydia. Yeah. Yeah. I just I remember yesterday, I was kind of leaning on the pallet, waiting for like the next thing, and I think she did this like twice. My head was low, and in my area there's like a protection safety thing where it's just like these gray bars, and I just I can see, like, depending on how high it is, because we have this new thing in the area where like we can like raise this thing for the pallet, and it was kind of like at a point where like I couldn't see Alyssa's face because the gray bar was actually in the way, but sometimes, most of the time, I just either see over it, just seeing her in general, or like I can like see like through two gray bars, and I can just see her. Like I don't stare through it for her. Obviously, I just kind of glance over. I'm like, oh, I can look through it. Cool, okay. But like at this time, I couldn't see her face. But yesterday, for sure, I was just like kind of like leaning on the pallet, just like waiting for the next set of paper or boxes to arrive, and I just see her, like, her head raising up like over it or something like that, and like as soon as I glanced over and like started to like look in her direction, like it automatically like just went back down, and I'm like, okay, so like what the fucking
what is happening?
Do I have something in my teeth again? Like, what's going on here? Like, they could just tell me I have something in my teeth and it'd be okay, you know? But, like, I don't know, man. Whatever. It's just... Yeah, it's just confusing. Because it's just, like... Yeah, I just... Both of them just be staring over and shit, and it's just, like... Why? Like, it's just, yeah. I don't know. Like, I guess I don't have anything to say about it right now at the moment, but like, just saying it, that it just happened in general, and I'm fucking starting with words right now, so, yeah, just one of those things where it's just, yeah, girls are looking over, I guess.
I think I'm getting a couple new girls at my area tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
I kind of overheard them when I before the weekend, so
that's cool. Hopefully they're not fucking old and disgusting hags.
They usually are.
Yep.
There's one that's been like trying to talk to me for a lot now, and I just don't like know. She was just like she just asked me if I'm like okay and stuff, and then she like asked me if I spoke Spanish, and I'm like, no,
I don't. I'm as white as they come. Yeah. It was my one of my sister's birthdays like 2 days ago as I was recording this, and we went to eat out at like a restaurant, and it went well. Nothing really happened at like the actual dinner, because I don't really talk at dinners. I kind of just sit there.
Where did you go? Did you go somewhere local, or did you go to like a chain?
I don't know if it was a chain, but it was like a Mexican type restaurant. It's near the Dale area on that little highway.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think it's a chain.
Yeah. Just to be safe, I'm not really gonna say it.
No.
But so yeah, I didn't talk all that much, but we got up to leave, and my dad was like having trouble like paying, because like there they kind of have like this new thing, I guess. I don't know if it's like this at other places, but like it's kind of like the fucking QR code scanner thing.
Oh.
He was having trouble with that, obviously. So yeah, we kind of just like stood at the door, like waiting for that to get settled and done with, and we while we were waiting, there was this girl who was facing my direction, and like more than half the time I looked over, because like the first time I looked over, like I just saw her like looking over, and I was like, okay, just yep, cool. And then I looked over a second time, just like out of accident, and like she was just like looking over again, and I'm like, okay, stop, like what the I'm never gonna see you again, don't do this.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you're never gonna see
and then like I did the like I kept just looking over, and like more than half the time this girl was just like looking, like staring over at me, or just like starting to look at me again. I'm just like, stop. Like it's always like places out in public where like you just know you're never gonna see this woman ever again, and you're gonna just not gonna be able to do anything about it.
Yeah, it's just like this. Like I remember, like one of the top comments of that like Lego Batman gif was like, me when I see that girl at the grocery store, I'm never gonna see her again.
I fucking hate shit like that. I just wish I knew how to like talk to people like a normal human being, and like just be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Just like have small talk at least, just to like learn how to do that and shit.
I love how it's just like women just be like, I wonder if that boy is like thinks about me. It's like boys in them in the like the 80s being like, man, I remember when that girl was smiling at me at the grocery store. I still remember her.
Yeah, there's still I think about all of them equally.
Yeah. It's just like my favorite, like one of my favorite memes I have saved on my phone was just with Uncle Ben and Peter, and Uncle Ben's just like, Peter, what's wrong? Peter's just like, I just remembered. I just can't forget the girl who smiled at me a couple years ago. Like it's just like the most literally me thing.
Yeah. Was she smiling just to be nice, or was she smiling just to be flirting?
Yeah.
I fucking God. I stay up at night every time, just being like, fuck.
Yeah.
I think that's mostly it for women talk for me.
Women talk?
On to the next thing. As you can tell, I am wearing a hockey jersey. None of you can see it, but I decided after like years of like contemplating to finally start collecting something for once in my life, because I've always seen like people have like their own personal collections, and obviously I'm like far from the first person to fucking like want to collect hockey jerseys, but like I just feel like I just like jerseys a lot in general, especially like hockey jerseys specifically. Like I just think they're like the best like jerseys in sports. If I had to rank them, I think hockey jerseys are the best, and then I think baseball jerseys come next. Depends, but like they're kind of close in terms of like NFL jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
And basketball jerseys are just kind of like most of the time like the most boring thing in existence.
Yeah, I see your order slip over here.
Yeah.
You spent $169.
Yep.
That was probably an interesting conversation.
No, it went pretty well. I don't know, honestly, it's just like I told my mother, like, yeah, I plan on collecting them every like couple of months.
So I don't know why you're wearing it. I don't know why you're still wearing it.
What?
I mean, if you're like collecting them to like preserve them, I don't know why you're wearing them. I
mean, whenever I get one from this point on, I'm just gonna be like, I want to just wear it for right now. And as I get more of them, I'm just gonna like just look at them more as time progresses.
Yeah, because you want to like preserve them.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I don't really. if like I had to choose like another thing to collect, I want to collect things that I can actually use, which I know like people who collect should just do it just to like be like, yeah, I just want to like look at them. But like for me, I mostly buy stuff to use them, and stuff.
I would
like
just
that.
have to be very, very careful.
Yeah.
If you like take it seriously.
Yeah.
It's because like I've literally like seen like I collect like action figures, comic books, and like I've seen like people who like get like their like original like comics from like the 60s and still reading them, and I just get like, dude, you need to be freaking careful, please. Please be delicate, like, because I just keep them in a bag and board, and I just look at the covers and be like, huh, that's a cool cover.
Yeah.
Or if it's one of the sex covers, being like, yeah, interesting cover.
Very nice cover to look at.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, like that one of the guy I got on the show was from the show was literally She-Hulk in a swimsuit. So
yeah,
I was just like, it was so funny because my dad looked up the value of it, and then he was like, I want to get it, but then he got a couple other things for a combined total of like $200, nearly $300. Two comic books, by the way, not like a stack. He just bought two.
Yeah,
this just shows how expensive they are. But so I was just like, I was like, you know what? I'm getting it. And I just went back over and grabbed it because it was a pretty good deal considering how much it was worth. And then, of course, I had to get something with Black Cat in it because, of course, and then I got one with like Black Widow, and it's like, man, if I just got another book with Scarlet Witch, then I would have been like, yep, I just got every Marvel character I sim for. Yeah. But you know, it's I like I think I don't shame people who collect like random shit unless it's like I told you, if it's like either way too weird or way too unethical or way too bad, but other than that, I don't really,
because I know there's like people for some fucking reason who collect like fucking like women clothes.
There's like some serial killer energy.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you doing? Like one or not? Like it's just fucking like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's just like you go to their house and just being like, is this women's lingerie? And he's like, yeah, it's from like it's from the 50s, and it's like, oh, were these your wife's? And he's like, I've never been married. And it's like, oh, it's like I've never been on a date either. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, that's unsurprising now.
I think like the only besides like these sexy covers, which are pretty tame in comparison, the only thing I would like unironically, like if I didn't live with my parents, okay, I'd probably collect like old Playboys. Just being like, yeah. Like,
I just think like, I don't know,
like
people can do their thing, but I don't see like the thing for like collecting like porn magazines like that or something like that. When there's like fucking like, I can just like go on Google and like search like hot woman blowjob gets naked body wash, and like it's just like,
I've been talking about like old ones. Like I'm like, and yeah, you can find them on the internet, but it's like it kind of not the same. Like when it's like on a page, it's kind of like if you like play Pac-Man online versus playing Pac-Man on like an actual Atari. It's like that's kind of like that. But I would only get like I would only invest in like older ones, like not like ones like right now.
Yeah.
Because I think like the very first Playboy, I think Marilyn Monroe did something, or she was like on the cover or something. And I know that's like very sought after.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
That'd be like the only one I'd go for. Not because I it's obviously Marilyn Monroe, but like,
yeah,
it'd be like, oh wow, the very first Playboy in human history right here. Like, yep. I found out. I didn't know about this, but like, apparently Hugh Hefner. I read somewhere that apparently Hugh Hefner paid like near more than like $100,000 to be buried next to Marilyn Monroe, and that's like the weirdest freaking thing ever. And then apparently there is someone else buried on top of her too, which is also weird as fuck.
I think that's more weirder.
Yeah.
I mean, being buried next to her, like, alright, whatever, like, it's fucking weird, but like, I want to be buried on the dead lady.
I want to face her.
Like, that's like...
I think that's why I think he's like, this gentleman is like facing her. It's like so weird. Like, that's so creepy to me.
Yeah. Wait, so like, are they separated by like their tombs, or like...
I have no idea.
I
can Google that.
Are there like bodies like touching each other for all eternity?
Probably the caskets, probably. It's just so weird to me, just being like, do you have any final questions? Just like, and he just like, the guy's just on his deathbed, just giving the most sinister smile, just being like, I want to be buried on top of Marilyn Monroe. It's like, oh, okay.
Okay, so what the fuck?
I'm just gonna Google it. That's what I read. And it's just like, man, it's just like, even after she's gone, people still just want to be near her.
Yeah.
That's literally the top thing. Yep. There's a crypt that's above her that's occupied by this guy named Richard F. Poncher.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, neither.
I'll see. He was an entrepreneur.
And
this happened. Did he? I don't even know. Yeah, he was buried face down on top of her. Oh, okay, now it's even weird. Apparently, this was an auction on eBay.
Oh.
What? What? So some guy, apparently, that's what I'm just reading right now, just doing quick scrolling through, it's just, this man literally paid quite a few million to be buried on top of her. Yeah.
That's the weirdest fucking auction ever.
Yeah.
And it actually happened?
Apparently, this article from 2009 says, apparently. Yeah, like, this might not even... So Hugh Hefner's buried next to her, and then this guy's literally buried on top of her. Like, it's just...
I just don't think that's okay.
No, it's really not.
You're literally disturbing, like, the dead.
Yeah.
To, like, a fucking weirdo who has, like, a fucking weird fetish to be buried on top of a dead lady. Like, that's fucking bizarre to me. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's just so... Yeah. He bit it.
Who had the power to do that on eBay? The fuck?
Yeah, apparently this was on eBay.
Like, that's the most confusing part. Like, who made the eBay and who had, like, the ability just to be like, yeah, you know that Marilyn Monroe lady? Yeah, bury him next to her. That's so fucking bizarre.
It's like, did you even know her, or...
No.
It's like, he's like, yeah, no. So it's like, what the hell?
What the fuck are you doing then? Get out of there.
I still think it's weird for Hugh, but Hugh was like, you know, like, Playboy, so like, I can kind of see how he wanted to make a power move with that one, being buried right next to her. Mm-hmm. But this just random guy to be right on top, like, What?
Yeah, that's
Like
wow.
What? It's like, what a weird request. And spending so much money on it.
Yeah. Like, you don't want to save it for your family?
Yeah, you don't want to be buried with your family?
Some people just don't have very good decision-making skills.
Like, don't you want to be buried with your family? Like, my family has in the cemetery, they have a big tombstone, and then like I think I have like 6 or so relatives all next to each other in different areas, or like around the tombstone.
Yeah.
But like, why would you want to? It's such, and it's like you're literally. It's just so, and it's just like just disturbing a resting place. It's just so unethical to me. And
I think cemeteries are just like so weird, to be honest. They're not weird.
They kind of scare me. They just kind of freak me out.
But just like knowing what's like under them.
Yeah.
As like you walk through them, it's just like, okay. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, and like the weird thing is like, what happens if like all the cemeteries just like going out of space? What happens then?
I know the one near ours is running out of space.
Yeah.
I remember that was like a long time ago. I don't know. They have to either like move. Well, not move, but like they have to go to a different one. I guess I don't know. I don't know the logistics of it. Yeah, it's just. I grew up very like religious and superstitious, so I've always had just kind of a creepiness towards cemeteries, and because I feel like every time I'm just walking on the ground, I feel like I'm just disturbing a resting place every time I walk. It's just like so like I just feel so bad about it.
Yeah.
And I hate the tombstones that are like flat, and I accidentally step on it, and I'm like, oh my god, like what am I doing? I'm just like, I literally apologize out loud, being like, I'm sorry, like.
Meanwhile, back in middle school, I went on like bike rides with my dad, and
I used to too, but then as I got older, getting more superstitious, they just started to freak me out more.
Me and my dad drove bikes through the cemetery, and I would always like unintentionally just fucking swear.
Yeah.
Like in a cemetery. Like I didn't mean to do it in bad faith. It was just a part of my vocabulary just to swear, but like looking back, I wish I was just like more cautious in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Because like I was like, yeah, that was kind of fucking.
I remember I think the last time I took a walk in the cemetery was with my friend before COVID, and like she was literally like I think I took my phone out or something. She's like, "Are you taking your phone out?" I'm like, no, I'm just checking the time. She's like, well, don't like take a picture or anything because like, and I'm like, why? And she's like, well, they say that if you take a picture of like a grave or a cemetery, the spirit can get trapped in the photo. And I was like, that's really good to know. I'm putting my phone back in my pocket right now. I'm good. I'm not gonna use my phone in the cemetery. Thank you very much. No, thank you.
God. Fucking imagine like just going to the cemetery at night.
Oh hell no. I could never. I love horror and creepy shit, but that means I know too well that something can go wrong.
Yeah.
Like I'm all for creepy girls, but if she literally says like let's go for a walk in the cemetery at like midnight, I'm gonna be like no. No, please.
I think I'd do it just for the experience.
I wouldn't. I'd be terrified the whole.
I just want to see.
I'd be like crying like the whole time, just like freaking out.
And I just want to walk in the cemetery like at midnight and be like.
If I hear like a tree like crunch or anything, I'm like gonna like haul ass, just run.
I'm gonna like, what's up, dead people? What's the state of the vibe right now?
The state of the vibe.
How y'all doing tonight?
Hey there, Ghost. It's me, your boy Gary from the NerdVibed.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
No, I'm not. I know what you're going. I'm not doing it.
No. It's your boy. You
Yeah,
know that.
That's what I was referencing.
You know, okay, do you know what I'm about to talk about?
No.
The channel he's a part of?
No.
So, like, that guy in that meme, which is like...
Paranormal Investigator.
Yeah.
I could never do that.
I want to do that.
I could never. I said, I'm so superstitious and religious that I would be, like, just, like, absolutely just, like, pissing myself the whole time. Just, like...
So the guy in the GIF is a part of a channel with, like, another guy, and I guess another third guy who's just not involved as much, but, like, this past week they just decided to be, like, upload a video saying, like, goodbye, YouTube.
Yeah.
And then, like, this is the most, like, negative responded video I think I've ever seen from, like, people who are leaving the platform ever.
Why?
Because, like, apparently, well, not apparently, this is just what's happening. They decided that they're just gonna leave YouTube and start their own streaming service for $6
a month
to watch their videos and content.
$6 a month,
I assume. And it's just like,
in terms of streaming prices, that's not bad, but since it's just these group of guys, then yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yeah, it's just the last I saw, it had an 80% dislike ratio. I forgot how many likes. I think it was like 58,000 dislikes at least or something. But I don't know. I could if I'm a part of like a fucking like YouTube drama Reddit subreddit, which is where I get the information from this specific thing. And like half the time this fucking Reddit is just like fucking like useless drama. Like most of it is, but okay. So this is from 12 hours ago when it had 80% dislikes. 128,000 dislikes.
Jeez.
And yeah, 1 million views along with it. It's just like how they can just like lose their entire audience. Like
happened with the Fine Bros, like
decision.
Honestly,
like
it happened with them. Happened with them too. It's just them getting narcissistic and making like stupid decisions that just leads to them just losing their audience.
Yeah, just Jesus Christ. This is why, like, for my personal channel, like, I'm, like, nervous to, be like, hey, so I have a Patreon and, like, a channel, like, membership thing that you guys can join. And, like, obviously, like, I'm in a time in my life where, like, I kind of do want to, like, obviously, I'm not gonna fucking hide it, like, necessarily, like, money is very important, obviously, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I think as much money as possible is fine, but, like, it's just, like, at the same time, it's just, like...
You feel like it's, like, kind of very, like, greedy of you to ask.
Yeah, and, like, it's bad enough because I did start doing that Super Things thing on my channel.
Which
is, like, donations and shit. Yeah. And, like, 2 people have donated, 2 different people have, like, donated to me while I was streaming before, and it's just, like, it's nice, but, like, do I deserve this? I'm literally just fucking playing Splatoon right now. Like, I appreciate it, and even worse, one of them was a guy who just started college, and the other was Lily, funnily enough. And it's just, like, Lily, I know, has to, like, fucking pay rent for her house, because like her parents are like elsewhere these days.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So just what the fuck's happening with this? What's going on with this? Bowser?
Bowser?
What the is this guy okay right now? Jesus Christ. But like I just like am like scared that like people are just gonna be like, okay, he's trying to use us. Even though it doesn't matter necessarily, because like there's a lot of other YouTubers out there who are like literally like much scummier and like less
sincere
about what they do. But the reason why I did like the Super Things thing is just like, you know what, maybe people will just be generous and like just donate, and I'll be able to like just get some extra money and shit.
I'm just gonna say, it's just kind of, I don't mean to like rain on the parade that you got like a donation or anything, but it's just so weird that she like donates to you. Yeah, if you be like, hey, record for FGC, and it's just like, nope.
Yeah, FGC is in a weird fucking place right now, especially after I got my current job. I think the more time that goes on, the less I really just care. Like just in terms of like everything related to like FGC, and also in the stance of like, yeah, I just don't care. I'll talk about it. But it's just so kind of sad, because I feel like when I say all this, I understand that like we're all our separate person, humans, and we're all young adults, and we all are getting like full-time jobs or just jobs in general, and we have to like have a living, but like at the same time it's just kind of like, okay, well, when we're all like available like online, do you guys just like not want to do something? Like, and like we some of them have like done stuff occasionally, like a couple of them have been like, yeah, let's do like fucking like Rocket League or some shit, and all that, and you know, it's still like not as much as like it used to be, obviously. I think that's like one of the many reasons why I miss early FGC. It's just people are like always available.
Yeah.
And it's just like we were able to do like whatever we want when we wanted. And it's just, I miss being like, alright, weekly session, let's get some pizza. Like, just being able to just like play Mario Party.
Isaiah still owes us wings, by the way.
Yeah, fucking piece of shit.
Isaiah still owes us wings after all these years.
It's just, but nowadays it's just like, like no one's ever available, and that's also part of the reason too why it's just like the two of us for right now is fine, but like FGC for me, its peak was when there was like a lot of people involved on the channel.
It is better when there's more.
Yeah. Obviously with this channel, I want to be more careful with this channel, because FGC, like, it wasn't necessarily a mistake, but it was a mistake in inviting literally everyone onto the channel, and I don't regret it, but at the same time I do. It's just like, I didn't know if I wanted like a huge like quote unquote cast of people, or like a like 4 or 5 mainstays on the channel. I think with this channel, I definitely want the latter, where it's just like 4, 5, 6 people ever on the channel. But for FGC, it's just like,
it's basically
yeah,
like,
it's just
it's kind of like, just like for like compare, it's kind of like SVU, that it's like there was like a time in SVU when there was like maybe like 9 or something main cast members, but then like now, like 2015, it's dropped down like 4.
Yeah.
It's just, and then I think they added a 10th one at some point, and then there was some backlash because like that's way too many, and so I that's basically kind of like the same thing. It's just like if you have so many people, there's just like it's just too much to like organize everybody and everything.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have a plethora of like I don't mean to sound like but just characters, if you could say, but like
cast.
Yeah, cast. Yeah, more plethora of a cast, but it just gets so unorganized because not every single person is going to be there, and then it might be like a few sessions that they're not there.
Yeah.
And then it's just like you can't have everybody all in one place.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with SVU. It's just like everyone, there's like always like 1 or 2 people when they had so many detectives that they conveniently took the day off.
Yeah.
So it just happens, and it's just what so that's why you should just stick to like 4 or 5 so you can have enough focus for everybody.
Exactly. And
because like if you have like more, then the more you have, the more characters will become an afterthought.
Yeah.
Or I mean other people.
Yeah. For this channel, I definitely want like 6 at most. Obviously,
impossible.
At this point, it's impossible basically, and it might be impossible forever.
Unless we have to like become more extroverted and do like some like friend app or whatever, just like on our purse.
I think we have to. I think we have to. You know, I've been thinking about doing that, which is like, yeah.
I told you because when I was driving back home, I literally found out the girl I liked got a new boyfriend, and I was like kind of heartbroken about it. I was just sitting there on the drive home, just so depressed, and just like, even though I had such a great time, just the car ride home was just so depressing, and I messaged you, and I was just like, hey, like, what if we just did a review of like this dating app? We just both get it. We talk about our experiences, see how it goes, and then. And I was just like, I'm just so upset right now.
You know,
I'm like an hour into this car ride, and like I'm just so heartbroken right now. I don't know what else.
I did want to do a series on my main channel at some point where like I just did dating apps and just to talk about like my experiences on them. But I do know that the tricky, slippery slope is like, okay, what if I do meet a girl that's just like, we do start dating, and then how to explain to her like yeah, this was for my YouTube channel. I don't actually. I don't want
such a movie dilemma.
Yeah. Like I don't want that happening.
Like it's like you know, everything's like genuine. It's just like my intentions were pretty different.
Yeah, I mean, I fall in love very easily.
Yeah.
So like obviously like I don't know. I mean. For me,
I would just hope that I would find someone who's like so like chill about it and would find it hilarious. But just being like, it was like, see, and look where we are now.
We're
getting married.
I always kind of just like try and put my most genuine self out there in terms of like videos. Mm-hmm. So like if I were to do that video, like everything that would happen would just be like what I would do genuinely. And like obviously if I were to do that video, I wouldn't be like, here's all the messages I did.
No, yeah. Absolutely not.
I would just be like, I don't know what I would do. I'd just be like, I got like 0 matches, guys. I might kill myself tonight. Like it just
This is going on the note.
Yeah,
I'm adding this to the note.
Just I always remember that meme which is like this guy got 3,000 messages, like matches. And, like, he got, like, 0 girls from it. Just 49 messages in general, like,
God, that's
0
that reminds me of... there was this video I have seen. I love it. and this dude was just like, dude, guys, my girlfriend just got out of the shower, and he's on her Snapchat, and she has like 50,000 like people adding her and all typing at the same time. Oh it's like, what do I do?
That's a nightmare. It's like, Jesus.
Then I think I saw another one that was just like, he's like, guys, my crush added me back on Snapchat, and her Snap score was like 10 million or something. And the top tweet was like the Mr. Krabs be like, so how do we tell him?
I don't understand people who just fucking have high Snap scores. On one hand, like, okay, people sometimes use Snapchat as their main source of like talking, like you do. Like there are genuine people out there who want their Snap score to be so high for no fucking reason. It's just like,
I think mine's like 3,000 or something. Like I think one of my friends is like 100K or so.
Yeah, it's just. I'm talking about those fucking like
what? It's like what?
I'm talking about like those fucking like girls though who are
yeah.
just like their Snap scores are like fucking in like the thousands, like the 100,000s. It's just like, dude, do you not have like purpose or something? Like what the fuck? It's just so stupid.
It's just like him just being like, guys, my girlfriend's in the shower. Like, what do I do? And it's just like her phone's just blowing up on Snapchat. There's just like so like there's just like so many just like guys just like messaging her all at the same time, and it's like every single icon is just them typing. It's just like, what the fuck?
This is just fucking nightmare scenario. I think I'd rather like walk on like a fucking like sack of eggs for like spiders. Which those videos are also terrifying as fuck. Just like, you know those like black things where like if you like open it, like a bunch of spiders just walk out?
Oh!
Yeah, like fucking nightmare.
Oh, hell no.
I saw a video like that, like with my first time seeing that, I was just like, oh! I literally jumped away from my screen.
Oh god,
fuck that. There's like this other video where like a guy was like walking through this like field with like tons of spiders hanging from like trees or some shit, and I was like, no. Like I don't know what I would do in that situation. Like that no.
I remember we were driving once, and this is also freaking terrifying. Now, I don't think the same level as spiders, but kind of close enough. I remember, like, we were driving by, like, a bridge or something in our area, and there was, like, this, like, river or whatever, and then one of my relatives just goes, like, oh, they better be careful, there's river rats down. I'm like, river what now? Like, no thank you.
Yeah, just...
A pack of rats underwater, just no. No. I would probably scream in utter terror. Like I just saw like the most horrific thing ever. I could never.
I'd be scared in the sense of like, yeah, they're dirty as fuck, but like I don't think them on their own is just scary that much.
Oh, I find them terrifying. Mice, rats, I just nope.
I'm kind of the opposite. Like, yeah, the ones in New York can like stay the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Like, probably fuck like humans. Get fucked by humans, since that's just New York for you. But rats and mice and all those rodents on their own, I'm like, yeah, you guys are cool as hell.
Literally every time I work, I've seen one like run by. I like go into fight or flight. Like I just can't.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm somewhat chill with them.
Well, you're more comfortable around like rodents because you had like hamsters and stuff. So,
yeah.
So you're more comfortable with it, but just me, I'm just like, no.
Yeah. I'm also on like a fucking subreddit for rats. Just the funniest thing, because like every rat owner just holds their rats in like such a funny way. Like,
all the rats are like that.
Like they're like taking news of their dick or something. Like,
Yeah.
literally, like every guy who has taken a nude of their cock or some shit holds it like that.
Yeah.
And like every photo on the Rat subreddit is just like that exact pose.
It's always just like hanging to like.
Yes. I fucking love rats so much. Just, I want to hold one like that once in my life. It's just like them dangling, their feet are hanging down. Just so derpy fucking creatures. I fucking love them. Oh. I hope rats have a good Christmas this year. I hope they get lots of cheese in the stocking.
Jeez. Oh my god. No, I could not.
Yeah. I
don't know, man.
I'd want to get like, I think my most like random pet that I want is like a fucking like ferret.
A ferret?
Yeah.
You can see it.
They're like fucking cute as hell. They're like really chaotic, but once they sleep, they might be dead. Like, and all that stuff. But like when they're awake, like they're the most spazzy little shits ever. Is like, anytime I see a video of like a fucking like ferret just having like spasms of like walking around.
Well, I would all go for like
thing.
I go for like a like derpiness. I think like capybaras are also just derpy as fuck too.
Capybaras?
Yeah. Because you can have those as pets, I think. I don't think here, but I know people have them as pets, and because they look like these like prehistoric little creatures.
I swear to God,
they look like so derpy.
I swear to God, they just started existing like 3 years ago. Like I've never seen one before since like 2019. They just started existing like so like little ago. I swear, like this a new animal that like the internet just gets fascinated by that hasn't existed prior to it. And like capybaras are just like I don't think, do they exist like before the 2020s at all? Like where the fuck were these guys ever in history?
Where were they in the history books?
Where were they when Hitler was taking his reign? They didn't do anything about it, did they? No, they just sat in the little lagoons or some shit. I do agree though, like capybaras are just like
just like this little
they're just like so unbothered creatures.
Yeah.
Like, you ever see that one where it's like in the like water habitat and like that seesaw thing like it's like keeps hitting them in the head and they just do nothing about it? They just keep looking up like it's a new thing that's happening to them. They're just like, why is this happening to me? And they don't move. They act surprised every time it happened to them, but have learned nothing. I just love fucking derpy animals. Derpy animals are just the fucking best.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of animals are just derpy on their own, obviously, but
goofy little guys.
Yeah, just goofy little things just running about.
I like that was that good video. It was just like everyone's just like, man, like these big cats are so scary, and then I just think of the video of the guy taping them, and the big cats like are meowing like house cats. They're just like meow.
Yeah, they're just like different sized cats.
Yeah, they're just big cats. They're just big cats.
Literally, the last thing stopping you from your house cat killing you is if you stop feeding it. Like, every cat is the same no matter the size.
Yeah. Yeah, I I remember one like the YouTube channel. It's just like, let's see how big cats react to giant box, and they're just like cats. They just get in the box. They just sit in the. I just love when cats do that. They just like love boxes for some reason. You just put them in a box and they just like just lay down in it and just sit.
It's like the most mesmerizing thing to them ever in existence.
And I think like, I remember I saw like one video of like being like, man, like people think like panthers are so scary, and it's like they're like taking videos of panther, and then like the panther just falls off the tree.
You said pandas?
A panther.
Oh.
Another big cat, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, and they're just like, the panther's just so derpy.
Yeah.
It's like, man, they're just so scary, and it's just like, and there's just like him just like goofily falling off the tree.
Pandas are also the same.
Pandas?
Like, I don't know how they're not extinct, because every animal I see of them, they're just falling off something.
Pandas?
Yeah.
Oh god, but you know, I remember I saw the picture of the guy who got his leg attacked by a panda, and it looked, oof. Because you gotta remember, those guys bite through bamboo.
Yeah.
Bamboo's pretty thick.
Yeah.
So yeah, the guy got his whole like leg mangled by a panda, and I was like, oh
yeah,
jeez.
No, that's a yikes for me.
Well, like derp. It's so derpy too.
Yeah.
You just sit there and eat all day.
Oh yeah, I have yet to do my little fucking sports segment that I talked about. So this is a little rant, and there's some aspects about this that you can also share, since it's just like not really entirely like sports related necessarily. It's just like, what the fuck were they doing? But the jersey I'm wearing today is for a team called the Arizona Coyotes. And
so you're not getting like your favorite team. You're just getting anyone you can.
I plan on getting like
the entire league.
Yeah. They still like sell merchandise of like teams that like no longer play.
Really?
Yeah. But basically, this team has always had like terrible ownership, and the main thing I've seen from just fans in general are, oh yeah, well this team kind of deserved to move because like there's no hockey fans in Arizona.
No, probably not.
There are.
Not a lot, but
there are quite a lot actually.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just, I just think because like this climate's so like warm and that I'm like I just don't really think about
There's
it.
a lot of youth hockey going over there, so yeah, it's going good over there.
It's going
like literally the top scorer of this NHL season was born in Arizona.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You gotta, you like, it's always like being like, I want to talk about sports, so Jig, I do, but it's like, dog, you just forget that I literally grew up in a family that literally, like, sports was basically a religion, so like, I'm fine with it. I don't, like, I can, like, it doesn't bother me as much as you think it does.
Oh, you're saying I think that you
like I or like find it like annoying or whatever. Like I literally grew up with I literally lived in a household that even to this day they still see sports as like basically religion, and
I just think your interests are like completely different than mine in a lot of aspects. And it's like, oh, he probably is just. It's like, whatever. I don't give a shit. I just want to talk about hot women.
Yeah, it's totally. And I had to went to I used to frequent my aunt's house a lot, and they're all sports obsessed, and
yeah,
and they have a lot of sports memorabilia and shit. So
yeah. But yeah, back to Arizona. Like the team has only had like one or two good seasons, and the one good season they really had where they made like the conference finals. Like there were a lot of fans in the attendance. And like a lot of things that like a lot of sports fans these days don't realize because like a lot of them are fucking stupid as fuck. Is that when a team is bad, especially for a longer period of time, the less fans are going to be willingly interested in watching or supporting that team. They will still support them, like, obviously, but they just won't support them as much because they're doing bad or they have been bad for a while with little to no change. And the Coyotes were very similar. Like, they made the playoffs in, like, COVID year, but that's because, like, all the leagues who were running during COVID happened kind of have this weird thing where they're like, okay, well, we kind of have to do something about, like, the teams that were close to making the playoffs because obviously we can't, like, do the full season anymore, so we had to do something about it. And the Coyotes were, like, in no business, like, making the playoffs if the rest of the season happened. But yet they kind of had to, like, do this, like, little plan thing. I'm assuming you're obviously probably more familiar with, like, the NBA. Obviously. Maybe. Not
really.
They do. The NBA does this plan thing since COVID where it's just, like, I think 2 from extra teams have the ability to make the actual playoffs where, like, they have to, like, do this plan round. And the NHL did something like that back in 2020 during COVID, obviously. But like they had like a lot of the teams like play in the play-in round. I think it was like per conference, like probably like 10 teams, 8 or 10 teams play each other in like a play-in round to actually make the playoffs. The Coyotes were one of them. And they beat the team they had to play, which was in a playoff position, which is kind of like why everyone kind of just hated that to begin with. But basically, so they didn't do well that playoffs, but that was like the last time they made the playoffs in general. 2012, they made the playoffs and they made it to the conference finals. They did very well. The fans showed up because they were a good team. That was an underdog, and you know they were just had the support because they were winning. And then obviously in the last decade, they have not been doing well at all. The ownership has fucked up, and that is the main reason why the team is moving is because the fucking ownership they've always had has been fucking terrible and dreadful. It has never been due to the fans. The fans literally will show up if the team is doing good. That is just basic fucking shit. Unless you're like an original 6 team or like an original team that's like in a northernish type climate or like a rare exception where you know you're a southern team that I guess obviously this is in terms of NHL because like obviously like if a team is bad in general the attendance is gonna fucking be sad a little bit, but like there's teams in the north and the NHL who always have like good attendance even if they're fucking shitty as fuck. But for teams like in little markets, like they have to be doing good.
It's just that us up here, we have a lot more sports pride up here than that's why despite if they have a really crappy season, they're gonna still show up.
Southern teams definitely, I mean, up here we're like more keen on professional sports in terms of like MLB, NHL, NFL, but Southern is like more keen to college type stuff. Like Southerners always will like show up to like college games, which is just like cool. I mean, I take no interest in college, obviously. I don't really see the interest in it. Obviously there's a whole lot of loyalty and there's more heart that goes into college sports maybe, but I personally just don't care for college because it's like I didn't go to college. I don't really give a shit. I don't really have any association with colleges in general. So like I don't really fucking give a shit. But yeah, either way, like yeah, we're just like more like keen on like the actual fucking professional sports leagues up here, but for South market, yeah, they're definitely like they care about like fucking like the leagues, but like not as much as like the fucking southern states, especially like Alabama and Georgia and all of them down there. But yeah, just because like everyone is saying like when like the news broke out that like, oh yeah, the Coyotes are moving, it's like everyone's just like, oh darn, the 7 fans must be sad about this one. It's just like, but like the fucking ownership has like shot down these fans.
So
like,
are they moving like states or something, or?
Yes, they moved within the state like a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Like they started out in Phoenix, and then they went to Glendale, and then I think they were trying to go to Tempe, and then the fucking old fucks in Tempe were just like saying no to the arena that they were trying to build, because like part of the biggest reason is this team did not have, like, they're kind of like kicked out of the arena. And this is where the ownership kind of comes into play of how shitty they were. The ownership did not pay the arena taxes, and they literally had to like file for bankruptcy as well.
It's crazy.
Yeah, fucking insane in this kind of fucking century. A fucking professional sports team doesn't fucking pay fees or taxes and shit. But that's just kind of the ownership this team has always had. Unfortunately, they just could never fucking get shit right. And it's so fucking unfortunate, because I've seen a lot of like fucking loyal fucking fans to this team. I've had like one girl on Twitter that I used to follow that was like fucking hardcore about them. I haven't spoken to her in like years, but like I'm assuming this is fucking like probably like the worst fucking news possible to her. But yeah, just like literally had to file for bankruptcy and all that shit. And they literally apparently, I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but the fucking arena they had been playing in up until like years ago, like a few years ago, asked if they wanted to stay in. But the owner was like, no, we're gonna move. And they just got like kicked out. And you know, the most embarrassing thing about this is, I don't know, the Tempe thing, because they're trying to build like an arena. Oh, I think it happened during the season actually. But the most embarrassing thing is they had like nowhere to go, so they literally had to like play in a college arena. Which, yes, Arizona does have a fucking ice. Arizona, the state of Arizona, I don't know, University of Arizona, one of those two has a hockey team. Yeah, shocking, I know. Everyone's fucking surprised to hear about that. And it's like, yeah, hockey's a fucking going sport down south. Yeah, let's get the shocker out of the way. Like, it's one of the fastest going sports in the world right now. Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, I think I feel like it's just, I think everyone's just kind of sick of football and baseball just being on top of like everything, that everyone's just moving on to hockey.
Yeah,
that's just what my takeaway is.
I like.
I just feel like football and baseball people get so over dramatic about it and romanticize it way too much. And
I'm glad that like it is slowly going in that direction, because I have seen a lot more respect to hockey in general in the past couple of years. But at the same time, it's just like, I think it's always been just like such a disrespected sport, in my opinion. It has never really gotten the amount of publicity or recognition, better word terminology to use, as it should have ever.
It's just kind of ironic, because everyone like loves football, American football, because of like the tackling and stuff. I'm like, dude, hockey, they do that too. Like,
yeah, they literally do that more every game.
Yeah, like it's always like every like thing of I've seen of hockey, it's always they always act like they're on the verge of like a fist fight. Like,
I like my major gripe.
so I don't know how like us Americans was like real men stuff, and they don't want to respect hockey is like kind of weird.
My major gripe with people who get into hockey with the fighting aspect is hockey isn't as common as people may think nowadays. In the NHL specifically, it's still very much of a common thing. But like in the 2000s and like before that, like it was like, oh yeah, you had to like know how to like fucking fight back. But like nowadays, it's just like the main kind of aspects that people learn now, for those who play, is like, yeah, it isn't like to learn how to make plays and just like do good defense and that's it. Like it's really not about like fighting as much anymore. So like I kind of hate it when like new fans like just like see all these social media posts like when a fight does happen or like a line brawl does happen, which is like, damn, I need to start watching hockey. It's just like, all right guys, like if you want to watch hockey for the fights, there's fucking boxing and MMA for
UFC.
that.
Those are the sports I would most likely be going into. Like I've always I don't know I don't know why, but it's just like every time I see like in like movies or like TV when they have like when like the boys come over and they watch like a like boxing or like MMA like pay-per-view, like I'm like that's just such a vibe for me. Just have a bunch all the boys come over, we watch like a UFC pay-per-view and get like a bunch of food out and stuff. Just yeah. So those are like the only sports I'd be going into, because I talked about this before. It'd be very my like I said, my family takes sports way too seriously, and like if I like watch sports, like, and the only one I most likely would watch is like NBA. If I like a team that's like not from New York, I would literally get like a cold shoulder about it. Like they just take it so seriously. Like I feel like I just literally. Like, it's literally like if I went up to them being like, hey guys, I think I'm converting to Islam today. It's just like, it would literally, that's how they would take it. If I would be like, I would like a team from New York, it's like, wow, you're so blasphemous and sacrilegious.
I'm thinking about cheering for the team based in New Jersey. What are they, the Devils? It's just, yeah. Your dad would be like, son, get the fuck out of my house.
He's like, I'm ordering a crucifix right now. Yeah. And like literally, just like they take it just so seriously. So that's why I would prefer, obviously, because so guys can kick the crap out of each other, but it's just because it's not a regional based thing. Like there might be like, obviously fighters might be from areas, so there might be some like town pride or whatever, but like. It's not like the entire basis of their... Like, it's just them as a person. It's them as the individual, not as, like, where they're from.
I think like, for you, when you were talking about, like, I don't know if I could get into the NBA because, like, I don't know any players. You would... I don't particularly care about MMA sports, like, mixed martial arts sports or fighting sports, combat sports, whatever, necessarily. But, like, I think... those kind of things would be good for you because it's just like you can follow like a couple people if you wanted to, and like you don't have to worry about like them moving to like a different team or whatever. They're like their own team, but like with like their own training staff for them specifically. Like they are like a one-man team basically. So like if you got into sports, that's probably like the top of the list for you, and then NBA after that. And then after that, it's fucking whatever. It's up to you. If like a government was up to you and like was like choose sports to watch, and all that shit. But yeah, just the only sports I can really fucking watch is just.
I'd probably go back to I'd be more likely to go back to WWE than to watch like baseball. Ironically, honestly,
I can only watch baseball in the playoffs. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't watch a fucking regular season game.
No,
like I used to be able to.
No,
I can only watch fucking playoffs in baseball.
It's good falling asleep material.
I love baseball. I was okay at playing it, but like I can only watch playoffs and that's it. Just because like there's so many regular season games. There's 162 games in the regular season. It's just like none of this matters right now.
I mean, there is like the placement rankings that like people do take seriously.
Yeah, specifically towards
during the regular season, that happens like towards that once they get into like the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then they have that whole ranking system that everyone just takes so seriously.
It's mainly the wildcard teams, though.
Yeah.
Like, if your team is, like, good or, like, bound to make the playoffs or, like, is out of the playoff picture, then it's like, yeah, whatever, who gives a shit. But, like, if, like, your team is in the wildcard race, then, yeah, that's when things might get, like, start, like, heating up. But, yeah, I haven't really paid attention to, like, an MLB season in, like, a while.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I follow, like, MLB on, like, Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But
it's just, like...
don't pay attention.
Like, every time, like... either go to my aunt's house or I have a get-together at my house, it's just... every time they come over, they always glue themselves to the TV to watch baseball, basketball, football. It's just so annoying.
Yeah.
I don't... like, it's just as background noise... like sports is just so just as a background noise, it's just so like annoying to me. Like it's just like it's just
I'm different with that. I think I've just like watched so many sports that like I just always appreciate like sports commentary and sounds to the point where like I was used to like listen to like baseball radio back then.
Oh, my dad did.
And I was
man, wow. It's so nostalgic now. Nobody does that anymore. You can just go on your phone and just look up like the score of the game for the
night. You could like hear the nozzles and like the mics they had, like the little cracks in the mics and
man, that's so nostalgic. I didn't realize how nostalgic that was until now. Just baseball radio.
Yeah. I miss that. I haven't heard that in like fucking like nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, just all that I miss. It was always at night too. It was always at the nighttime whenever I heard that radio. Obviously, because that's when games usually happen, but yeah, it's just damn. Yeah. But I haven't really been in the sport-related mood this much this year, mainly due to my depression. Like, I really, like, talked to, like, a therapist lately about, like, yeah, I wasn't really interested in sports this year for some reason as much as I wanted to.
That's just literally that's literally a symptom of depression. Yeah. The things you once loved, you're just, like, have no motivation anymore.
Yeah, I figured there was something to that line, but, like, once someone, like, really just told me that, like, who was like in like the mental like industry or something like that, like a fucking therapist, like that's when like I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's just I it's just been such a weird fucking year just in general with sports because I've been following everything.
I'm honestly feeling the same way towards video games, and I'm just like most days I'm just so like unmotivated to play anything that I just lay on the couch, just watch TV. Because I just don't feel like doing it.
It's been mainly this way since I got my current job because it's just been like so tiring. And then mixed with like the depression that like ranges up and down, it's just like it varies a lot. And like when it's at its worst, like I just don't feel like doing anything. Video games, like watching sports, like all I can really do is just like watch videos or like go on my phone or just like fucking sleep, and it's just like the most miserable fucking thing ever. I fucking hated the days where I was so tired and I didn't feel like doing anything, and I just, instead of like fucking like watching videos at the very least, I would just lay down and take a nap, and my entire day was kind of just like out of the drain. Like I would just like go to work, and like that would be the only thing I would really do that day.
Yeah.
And it'd just be like, I fucking hate living like this. I fucking hate it.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the reason why I'm dreading this summer, is because it was really fucking bad last year and I literally had no energy. So sometimes I literally will have to force myself just to be like, stay up. Don't go on the bed, because the second I touch the bed at all, or I think about it, like it's
you're blacking out, and you wake up like 5 hours later,
Yeah.
wondering what the hell just happened.
Yeah, and then like it's like 7 p.m. I have to get ready for bed, and I'll only have like 1 hour to do like something I actually want before like I have to go back to bed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I fucking hate it. I fucking
It's just
hate
like
this.
it just kind of like it just takes. It just, when you actually think about just how like miserable just working life is, if you like think about the numbers for a second, of just like you have basically like so little free time.
Yeah.
Like you need 8 hours. You work for 8 hours, then you need 8 hours of sleep. That's 16 hours. There are 24 hours in a day, so you have, in those 8 hours, you have to eat 3 meals a day, which you might need an hour or so, half hour to prepare. So that's already like 3 hours gone. And then obviously clean up too. And then there's probably other chores you have to do. So how much free time do you actually really have? One or two? If you think about the numbers, like, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
It's kind of funny because I obviously I like sleeping a lot, and I guess it's sometimes mixed, but like I sometimes am very happy when I am sleeping because of my dreams, and like I wake up from like a happy dream, which is like I'm like, oh fuck, I'm dating Alyssa and Lydia at the same time. No, this is awesome, and then I wake up and it's just like I have to get ready for work now. Like I don't want to live right now. It's just like
don't you just hate it when you're having like a nice dream and the alarm goes off and it's just like
I'm like with the woman of my dreams. I have a happy family. My YouTube channel is doing well. Like 1 million subscribers in like 2 minutes, every 2 minutes, and then I wake up and it's just like
beep beep beep.
I don't wake up to that alarm. I wake up to like that fucking like buzzing.
You already heard my alarm. Mine's the you lose sound on The Price is Right. That just like that sad womp womp.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just because it's just so goofy, but at the same time, it's just like kind of relatable.
Yeah.
For waking up.
Yeah, even on weekends, just waking up is just like weekends are like the only sacred time I have. So like, I want to sleep in, but like I know if I sleep in, that's gonna be less time for me to do stuff I actually want. And these are like the only 2 days I can really do stuff I want. So it's just like if I sleep into like 11 or like noon, then I'm like fucked kind of, because that's like a lot of the day I could have been spending like in the morning to do shit I wanted. And it's just like fuck. Well then, shit. It just sucks. It sucks a lot in general.
Yeah.
Like damn. Do we have anything else we want to talk about? Because we've been going on for 2 hours, and this is the first fucking podcast we actually did 48 races in.
Yeah, no, that's.
I mean, we have like a lot of stuff to talk about in the Let's Plays if we think about what we talked about.
I'm weirdly full from the cookies.
Yeah, I've been full.
I'm probably gonna snack on them in like a few hours during like Minecraft or something.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I finished one half and then I'm almost done with the red velvet. Took a couple bites of the Oreo because that was probably the best one.
Yeah.
And it's just like I was full, so full.
well, that's gonna do it for this one. If you enjoyed, make sure you guys like the video. Thanks for spending 2 hours with us. And we'll see you guys next video, podcast, whenever. Bye.